beginning to wind himself up to full pelt.
That was his signature shot, that double top. He just picks them off.
140.
Smith is from Studley in Warwickshire. 20 grams, pretty lightweight for a big fella. Gives it a bit of welly.
180s for the Pie Man, 3 in all, and we're already in the third leg. So good scoring early doors from both players.
57.
Yes, Smith will be anxious not to allow Baxter to build up too emphatic an early lead here.
'81.
Oh, there we go. It's like a straight-arm jab, isn't it? The throw of the Pie Man. Baxter isn't in bad nick, you know. He didn't qualify for the Las Vegas Desert Classic. Hugely disappointed, missing out on both days of qualification, but he has reached the finals of the last 2 Players' Championship events away from the stage in Las Vegas before the Desert Classic, and here on Saturday the
60.
Bobby Bourne Players' Championship, lost
Ronnie
on both
Baxter
occasions in the final to Phil Taylor, so not in the worst of form.
Did a 9-darter in Vegas, away from the main stage as well. So now Smith, 180 his target, 140 would put pressure on his opponent, but he needs a big score, and he's well on the way. I should come down for 19, really.
118. Ronnie requires 64.
For a 3-love lead for Baxter, 64. Another single. We'll leave double 16.
48.
Bent the wire.
I've
I've got to say I'm surprised he went for that, because Baxter's favourite double is tops. I thought he would have gone for the big 8 and to leave tops. That's where he's been successful throughout most of his career. To break back then, double 16.
30.
Baxter with a clean, open target for 3-love. Didn't miss that. His doubling has been pretty impressive. Missed a couple, but counted. 3 up.
Game on.
And Smith's got to win this one fancy, Stuart. Can't afford to go 4 down.
Yeah, we were talking about the poor 2 or 3 months that Andy Smith has endured. Part of that down to suffering from a torn ligament in his thumb, in his throwing hand, and he's had to have that repaired.
19.
Yes, we always remember Andy Smith used to work as a lumberjack.
Still does in the winter.
Every time you mention it, you get visions of that Monty Python sketch. I just can see Andy Smith in that.
100.
He's a lovely character. Darts, of course, rich in colourful characters, and a few outrageous showmen and a few very professional exponents.
100.
And Baxter is one of the latter. Bit like wrestling in a way, isn't it? Some are flamboyant and some are very clever tacticians.
81.
Well, Baxter back home these days in the northwest, living in Blackpool.
Yes, he can actually walk here from where he lives now. First time we've had anybody that local.
134.
I can't imagine Ronnie Baxter walking here, can you?
Well, we do it every morning down the North Promenade in the dreek conditions, as our footy colleague Alan McAnally would say.
78.
Of course, no outshot for Baxter. Yes, that's a really impressive last dart. Pressure again on Andy Smith. He could be going 4-0 down in the blink of an eye here.
142 the shot, so the treble with the first dart imperative.
'68.
68, and Baxter with a purposeful stride moves to the oche. Double 16 for 4.
52.
Love, and again he's just inside the wire, and Smith now knows, really needs to check this 114, Stuart.
Yeah, and yet again, I'm surprised Baxter didn't just lay it up to go for tops. That's where he has most of his success with the doubles. He's going to get a shot here. He's going to get 3 chances
92.
to make it 4-0.
Ronnie
That's
requires
another leg. It's the
16.
third on the spin that he's missed a double, and it hasn't counted because he's won the leg anyway, but he's got problems here. Going to have to readjust, change the geometry.
No score. Andy, you require 22.
A lifeline then for the Pieman to steal a leg. There we go, 3-1 it is. Holds on to his throw. The smile says, I'm not sure how he knows that he's managed to do it, but misses from Baxter, and 3-1 it is.
Baxter with the throw here for 4-1 in the first session.
140.
Won't be over pleased with this performance. 4 darts at a double in leg 4 to go 4 up. Remember, it's the best of 19, first to 10. So
100.
it is important that you do not allow too much daylight to develop in the scores, and Smith will be aware of that situation.
Well, you mentioned Baxter reaching
100.
number 3 in the world not so long ago. Now at number 14 in the world rankings, Ronnie Baxter. The Pieman has tumbled down to number 25, but could be on his way to a third maximum. Not quite.
140.
As you wonder about the rankings, really. We saw last night Mark Frost, I think, was 83 places below Ray van Barneveld. That gave him a real run for his money.
140.
I think we all hope that Ray van Barneveld will really get back on the gold standard. This tournament needs his kind of class and style and elegance. And Barney clearly out of sorts last night, the last match here.
Ronnie
We did together,
require
Stuart.
121.
And here's Baxter on 121 now. Doesn't have to finish here because Smith back on 252.
87.
Unusual, has left himself double 17. We just saw Smith check out on double 11, which is not normally used on the circuit. And Baxter on double 17 when he goes, may well opt to go 2 and
100.
2 16s. We'll see.
Ronnie, you require 34.
Still in complete command here.
Game
Total
shot
command.
on the 5th leg.
Baxter goes
Ronnie
4-1
Baxter.
up, a comfortable opening exchange for the local lad. Watch the telly.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
6 leg
Giants.
is Andy to throw
Big
first.
time darts.
Game
Flex
on.
their muscles. Smith has got to do better in this session. He can't afford to allow Baxter to dominate this one as he did the first one, Stuart.
60.
Well, it should really be 5-0 down. Baxter missing a hatful of darts in the 4th leg. But he's in cruise control at the moment, isn't he? The Rocket.
93.58 his average, 36% his checkout success rate. Only really has been affected by that dodgy old 4th leg, as you mentioned, Stuart. And Smith,
140.
lovely guy. I just get the feeling with Andy Smith, if he just was a little bit more aggressive, he's so affable.
140.
Yeah, Smith actually beat Baxter in a major last October. He took him out in early doors in the World Grand Prix in Dublin. Baxter playing a lot better and Smith isn't, and
100.
at the moment you've got to be honest, it looks like Baxter will be swiftly into the second round unless Andy Smith can find something from somewhere.
Yes, Smith hasn't exactly blown out yet, but he's dripping oil.
$121.
Here's a matey, and Baxter will do well to put pressure on the shot.
83.
Get that
Andy,
sometimes
you
with
require 80.
Ronnie, don't you? Misses the big number. Should have 1 dart at tops.
Got to go high. You can't afford to hit the treble here, otherwise you'll bust the shot. Now double top.
Game shot on the
Yeah, well
6th
done,
leg.
the Pieman. 4-2 it is, but